Thousands of nonprofit organizations operate in Washington state, from student groups to homeowners associations to large-scale charities. Each has a distinct mission. Regardless of what your nonprofit does, the rules are similar for all organizations. This short video will address some commonly asked questions and, we hope, make it easy for you to find help and answers when you need them. Here's what we'll cover in this short video. What are the basic rules for nonprofits and where does yours fit? What are the tax exemptions? Do they apply to your group? Should your nonprofit register? And if so, how? Of course, we'll also direct you to the experts and free resources available from the Department of Revenue and elsewhere. In general, nonprofits in Washington state are taxed just like businesses. That means nonprofits generally pay sales tax on purchases and collect sales tax on items sold. But certain exemptions apply, including fundraising sales. More on those later. Nonprofits may be eligible for property tax exemptions, but ownership and how the property is being used has a lot to do with whether or not the property tax exemption applies. To help make this clear, here are some examples of nonprofit organizations that are generally exempt: schools, churches, cemeteries, hospitals, social service agencies, museums, arts groups, humanities groups, nursing homes, assisted living facilities, and public meeting halls. Generally, labor unions or fraternal organizations are not eligible for an exemption unless they are using their property for an activity exempted by law. For example, a training facility operated by a labor union could qualify for an exemption as a school. Fundraising is an area where many questions come up for nonprofits. Some things to consider. Is this a qualifying nonprofit group, basically a 501c3, a 501c4, or a 501c10 under federal tax law? Is the money raised for a nonprofit group? Is this a regular place of business? Is this an ongoing or periodic activity? The fundraising must be to further the organization's goals. It is likely not exempt if funds are used for staff compensation or for political activities. If your nonprofit conducts taxable business activities in Washington, like ticket sales or gift shop sales, you should register with the Department of Revenue. You must register if your group engages in activities that require you to collect sales tax, or if your group has more than $12,000 in annual receipts that are subject to the business and occupation tax, commonly called B&O. Most likely you will do this by filling out the Master Business Application with the State Department of Licensing. To register, get a Master Business Application from the State Department of Licensing, dol.wa.gov, in addition to registering with the Secretary of State. Your group's Unified Business Identifier, or UBI number, becomes your tax reporting and registration number. To learn more, follow these links to specific information on our website. We're also happy to answer your questions by phone. Just call 1-800-647-7706 between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. weekdays. Thank you for watching. Our mission is to fairly collect revenues that pay for vital public services. Working together, we fund Washington's future.